simple ways to create a safe space in your classroom. Hey there, I'm Charlotte for Colorful Teaching for You. Thank you so much for joining me. And I just want to talk about the fact that there's so much of trauma and various learning needs in our classroom or other personal or social needs that it's really important for us to be able to create a safe space for our kids, because so many of them are feeling like they're unheard or unwanted, and that's really not what we want, and that's not conducive to learning or anything for that matter. So it's really important that we create this space together. Now, this space does not need to be expensive. It doesn't have to be difficult to create, and realistically, you don't even have to create it in just one small spot, but you can have a whole class environment for this. Now, the following steps are awesome because they're really easy to implement. You could do it on a quick budget and easily integrate it into the curriculum. For example, the first step itself can be integrated into your health and art unit. So let's dive in, shall we? Number one, we've got 4 steps. Number 1 is whole class mindfulness. Now, you don't need to buy any special books, wind chimes, or really anything for that matter. All you need, if you've got YouTube or some sort of thing that you can access music on, like Spotify, you're good to go. What you need to do is just integrate or find some soft, beautiful classical music that's instrumental, so that your kids can learn how to center themselves. Have them put their head down, either close their eyes and down on their desks, not down on the floor or anything, on their desks, and have them close their eyes and just calm themselves down or center themselves and play the soft music. You can also use it so that as part of your art unit where they're maybe working on a task and they can have soft music playing. I've actually used this for math as well, where kids are doing independent work or small group work and music is playing in the background. Okay? Number 2 is independent mindfulness. So teach your children how to self-regulate. Here, what you want to do is teach them how to learn to understand their emotions before it escalates, before it gets to the point where they're overly excited or overly angry or just super aggressive. So in order to teach them how to learn these emotions, how to create this safe space for themselves, I've created a few resources just for you. Choose the one that works best for your class and their learning needs, and download it for your class, because it's going to teach you how to create the space and then how to teach them about emotions and also track their progress. So check out the link in the description and go to step number 2, independent mindfulness. Okay. Now the next step is really called respect personal space. This is really important, because so many children are just banging into each other or grabbing things from each other's desks. So we want to teach them about respecting each other's space. So what do we do if someone accidentally bangs into us, right? What do we say? What do we do? Because if you don't teach them this, and there's, depending on the grade level, some kids might get really angry and lash out because they won't know it's an accident. And do we go to someone's desk and just grab something off their desks? What if you're just so excited? Do you go and hug somebody without their permission? Not everybody likes to be hugged. So these are concepts that we want to talk about to teach our kids about personal space. Okay. Number 4 is discover learning opportunities. So how does your child or students learn best? Do they learn best by reading? Do they learn best by writing, speaking, listening, doing? What is it that they learn best by? Integrate that into your teaching practice. The next is also, what are they really interested in? What do they talk a lot about? Is it dinosaurs? Is it architecture? Can you integrate it somehow into your math curriculum, to your social studies curriculum, or science curriculum, right? If you do this, your kids are going to love to come to your class, and they're going to know that you love and care about them because you've listened to them and you've heard their needs. So these are my 4 steps. If you would like, if you'd like a free resource, because perhaps it might be too much for you at this point about creating the space, if you want to get a taste of how to create the space on a budget, then check out the link in the description also under free resources. Okay, so the link is the full episode, and under the full episode check free resources. So let's recap really quickly. We've looked at why it's important to create a safe space in your classroom, and we've looked at 4 different ways of doing that. The first step is whole class mindfulness. The second is independent mindfulness. The third is respect personal space, and the fourth is discover learning opportunities. We've also looked at a free resource that you can absolutely download to help you create that safe space, and you're going to click the full link, the full episode link, and in there go down to free resource. Thank you so much for joining me. In the meantime, remember to create, experience, and teach from the heart. Take care, my friends, and I will see you again, same place, same time, next time.